Well, the Castleisland Soccer Club was founded the 1st of January 1973, and I think it all began with the county community games the first time that I got involved in soccer really, and we decided to put in the under 13 team. So we did, and we were very successful. We won out the county in that year, and we went on to represent Kerry and Munster in the Munster final, which was played here in Castleisland actually, and at the time we had no proper pitch for to play such a big tournament, and I think it was the Sean double hit our kind of family that really helped us out there on that day, because up to a couple of days we were really stuck for a pitch, and the town park that it was called at time, which was supposed to be town park, we weren't allowed to use that, as the GA were using it, and they didn't want soccer played there at the time. So our kind of family came to our aid in the Craigeens above, where they all used to play the rugby. And it was a Saturday, Friday evening late that they got Sonny Connell over. He came in with the silage harvester and he cut the bit of the pitch, which there was silage fit for cutting at the time. And he drew it away, and there was about 60 or 70 parents between supporters and all, and some of our own members at that time came up, and we prepared the pitch, and it was in immaculate condition for that Sunday that we played Cork in the Munster final. There was about 400 people at that final, and at the time we could have made money in that day, but we were not allowed to collect by the county committee for community games. So I don't understand what their reason for that was, because they collected athletics in the county in Tralee. But anyway, it was a great success for us. We were beaten by Cork, which we expected because it was our first year and they were in it for years. But our lads done very well, and they done us proud, and they done their parents proud as well. And the parents really enjoyed the day. It was great. I think we were beaten 5-2. But as I said, it was a great day. Well, the senior started then shortly after, and it was the second division we started. There was only second division at that time. So we done very well in the second division. I think our first game was against Ballydesmond. We played below on Killarney Road in the children's field at the time, and it was great excitement there. The pitch was small, but we hammered them 7-1, and Dan Dinny was playing at that time, and playing very well too he was, but it was a great game. There was a great support down there on that day. It was terrific. We moved across the Cannon Hill His Field, which is the Presbytery ground here, alongside the Pitch and Putt Club, and we are there since then. And we are very grateful to Cannon Hill here. He's been a great support to us, and to the juveniles particularly. He's very interested in them, and he's delighted to see them playing the games and the way they behave themselves, which is very important. And the discipline that's applied to them is very strict, and it proves it worked in the end. So he's really helpful to us, and we pay him a fee every year. It's not very big really, but he accepts that, and he knows the work has been done for the youth of Castleisland, and he says the field has served a great purpose for that, and that's all he's interested in. Well, as I said before, the community games is the beginning of the juvenile soccer here in Castleisland, and I would say that we're the only club in Kerry that has been very, very successful in every event. We have won everything in the county in juvenile soccer, and everything that's gone. We won out the county community games. We won it 8 years out of 11, and we have represented Kerry in those 8 years. We have won the schoolboys from the start in 1975 right up to 1983. We have captured every big honour in that schoolboy soccer at every age. So there's great credit due to the young juveniles of this club here, and their dedication, their love for the game is unbelievable, and their training and their commitment is just fantastic to see. First of all, we went up in 1975. Our first trip outside the county was up to Dublin, up to Horn Farm, and ever since that year, 1975, we've been going there constantly, and we have built up a great relationship with Horn Farm over those years, And Noel Griffin is the man in charge in Home Farm, and he has treated our lads here with the utmost respect and has given them a wonderful time when they visited Home Farm. And Home Farm have come back down here to Castleisland on different occasions as well, and we have treated them likewise. So they've really enjoyed it, and there's a great relationship between the kids of Home Farm and of Castleisland. As you see here, this is the senior team. They went out to Cup and League, and they're here, and Cannon have his field, which we had at that time. And well, if you look at it today and now and then, there's a great improvement in the pitch.
When was that now, George? What year was that?
It was in 1977 that we developed the pitch.
Yeah.
And it cost over £1,000. There's a vast improvement in the pitch today. They were the under 13 team that went out to county community games in 1979 as well. And here we have the under 13s, 14, 15 age group, which went out to county schoolboys titles in 1976. And here we have, in 1981, there was anything got their score last year. They won Team of the Week that time. And they have won it again this year in 1983, Team of the Week, 19 goals. Here's this William O'Connor of Desmond Avenue. William, who was playing with the club at under all age levels at that time, and he was doing very well. Brilliant goalkeeper. So we decided to send him and try to England. So he was invited over by Burnley and Bolton Wanderers, soccer clubs in England, and done very well. Of course, he'd done very well if he stayed there, but at the time he didn't. Well, first of all, we would like to have a pitch that we could call our own at the moment. As I said, we are indebted to the Cannon for the use of his field. Now, as you know, the Cannon is giving us the field from year to year, week to week. But it is the Bishop that's had the final say there. Now, we would like to be able to buy that field from the Bishop sometime in the near future, where we could have a pitch of our own, that we could start off building dressing rooms, which is very essential today, as you know. And we would like to be able to put up floodlights for training for both senior and juvenile. And we would like to have those dugouts for subs where they can get in the winter time, that they need to be standing in the sideline tugged out, freezing with the cold. And we would like to have proper showers, which is vital. We would like to achieve all that in the coming years. In a very short time from now, we hope. But as I said, it's very important that we have a pitch of our own to be able to do these things.
Yeah.
Well, financially, it's very hard to run a club at the present time. It's the same for every club in the town. I think financial difficulties is the very big problem there by every club. But we have church gate collections just once a year, then we have membership, and we get a lot of sponsorship. It's very essential to us, and it's a great help to us from the business people of the town. And we run off draws, we run off an indoor soccer tournament the last couple of years. It was very successful, and that tournament has just been gone over now, 1983, which is very successful this year. And the parents are great support to us. If I want to take juvenile players to matches, they'll supply their cars, and if they're available, they'll transport the kids to the matches, and that's very important. So there's great cooperation there between the parents and ourselves, and it's great to have that. And some of the senior players who have cars, if they're available on a Saturday, they'll bring their car and take the kids to the matches, and I think that's wonderful. But that's another expensive thing, the crest. To buy a crest, it will cost about £100. But I think in coming 1984 now, I think we will get that crest and get it on the jerseys for the players and for the juvenile, senior players and juvenile players. Because they always go properly tugged out, which is very important for senior and juveniles. And this jersey here now, this black and amber jersey here, which we purchased at J.K. O'Connor's here in Castleisland in 1973. We bought 13 of those jerseys that time for, it only cost £17. Well, if you were to buy a set, this outfit then here for the juveniles is the green and white, Castleisland is our colours now. To buy an outfit today for that would cost, complete outfit, would cost in the region of £200, maybe more.
Yeah.
So you can see the difference in the prices and quality. Well, I think it has contributed very well to Castleisland, to the juveniles, and keeping them occupied, keeping them off the streets, and out to public houses is very essential today. You know today yourself that there's so many drugs going around by different people, as we see there on television, and I think it's only fair to say that the majority of people don't realise the work that we have put in for the juveniles of Castleisland, and indeed the parish around, and the time we've given into them, and there will be greater support expected of them in the coming years, because it's getting harder and harder to keep control of juvenile players at any age, because they're going to public houses, they'll have nothing to do, they have too much free time in their hands, they're going drinking, smoking, and who knows, they'll be on drugs in a short time. But if we continue the work that we've done for the last 11 years at the same pace, I think there'll be no fear of the young players of Castleisland.